Last time on Virginia Football, the building of a program.
Coach Price, I think, nicknamed this tight end U, and we're looking for Heath Miller, Chris Cooley, Fred Davis, John Stupard, all those guys.
I recognize that this is an important year on a personal level. I work hard, it's going to force the next person to work harder. We have 12 games, that's it. 12 games left of our college career to make an impact, and that's all we have.
Saturday showtime, baby. Let's go. Playmakers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Playmakers! And some guy beat somebody in a play, finish the play.
Scott Stadium's a tremendous place, a beautiful place to play a football game.
Here at UVA, they do a great job of providing everything and anything we need to be successful.
All Brandon Horgan does down there is we throw iron around all over the place. We attack the bar like we want to attack one of our opponents. So the mindset has changed a little bit about how we're going to do things, down in the weight room.
My philosophy is to be a championship team. If you get the ball at the 3 or the 4 yard line, you need to be able to run it to the end zone. Or if you get a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1, you have to be able to run it to move the chains and keep things going.
Cornerbacks coach Chip West started his college coaching career at West Virginia. After stints at Colgate, James Madison, and Old Dominion, the Hampton native has now joined the new defensive staff at Virginia.
Chip West, a former 757 product that has recruited that area extensively. Chip coaches our defensive backs and brings a wealth of knowledge as a secondary coach.
I had a lot of friends back in the late 80s and early 90s who played football here that I was friends with, and it's a lot of history here. It was hard leaving Old Dominion, being as though I recruited a lot of local kids, student athletes from the area.
West was most recently the assistant head coach, recruiting coordinator, and defensive backs coach at ODU, where he helped restart the football program. The Kecoughtan High School graduate has recruited the Tidewater area for years.
We're very fortunate to have Coach West here on our staff. He's a guy that does a tremendous job recruiting in certain areas of Virginia that we need to be in, specifically Tidewater.
I think it's a rich part of the state as far as talent. The population, it's a lot of people in the area, but more so than anything is building the relationships and being as though I'm from the area. I'm fortunate enough to know a lot of the coaches and a lot of the people in the community who may know a kid or two, who may know me. I love it at home, and I think it's great football there, and it's an honor to be able to have coaches help me, because that's the only way you can be successful in recruiting is help.
Over the top of one. He's underneath. Safety's underneath. Let me coach read.
At Virginia, West coaches the cornerbacks while Anthony Poindexter is in charge of the safeties.
So it's an honor to be able to coach, with him, for the simple fact I remember him as a player here, and he was a great player, vicious hitter. Anthony is a great person, great to work with. We have a lot of fun together. Anthony Poindexter was a physical player, and I think that rubbed off on those guys, even still, as Anthony coached the whole secondary last year. We're trying to be a physical group who plays real fast, not afraid to make mistakes, because that's going to happen. We want them to play hard, not really worry about making mistakes or getting beat. It's more so about playing hard.
He'll have plenty of help from preseason All-American Razai Dowling.
He coaches you. He coaches you a lot. Every play, he tells you very little that you're doing well. There's always a coaching point with him.
Razai, special person. Before we even talk about football, he's a special student athlete, doing well in school, and I think that correlates over to the field, first and foremost. We're improving on man coverage skills, and I think he stepped up to the challenge this spring.
While West expects great things from his players on the field, he strives to have a relationship with them away from the game as well.
It's more to it than this game we call football, and it's life. A lot of these guys have real life issues just like any of us. I try to be a coach who can talk to his players, a coach who has an open door policy where they can come and talk to me, and it doesn't have to be about football. Even though football is a very important part of each and everyone's life here, but it's all about being a father figure, more or less, you know, someone that you can talk to and have a relationship with outside of football. And I think that comes in an avenue where it brings kids to play hard for you, who want to give it up for you.
When I was looking at universities and found out that I had received Access UVA, that really took the burden of financing my education off of my shoulders and allowed me to be a normal student. Access UVA is the University of Virginia's financial aid program. I've received one of the best educations in the world, and I'm really grateful for how UVA has set me up to enter the workforce. Without Access UVA, I would have never come to the University of Virginia, and I would have missed out on the best 4 years of my life.
Yo, we going straight to individual right after stretch. I'm mic'd up today. Safety, we going straight to India, all right, Rod? Let's go, baby. Here we go. Everybody here. We're going to back pedal to the hash, turn to your right.
Defensive backs coach Anthony Poindexter holds the longest tenure on the Virginia coaching staff.
Out the way. Hey, out the way, Corey. Ha, pedal. Get out. Open the hip. Open the hip. Get out. Good. Pedal. Open. 45. Good. Right there. Right there. Good, Rod. My knee killing me. Here we go.
While his experience as one of UVA's all-time greats earns him instant credibility, he earns his players' loyalty through passion, expertise, and commitment to his team.
Look, hey, y'all ain't got to turn around. When I say ball, track it like this. Track it like this. See what I'm saying? All yours the receiver. High point ain't jumping and cradling. High point is like you pulling the rebound down, all right? Here we go. Think about this. When you come out and it's a nub on your backside, damn right. So you gotta just know that.
My eyes, Coach Poindexter was the best to ever walk these halls.
Push. Come on. Come on, bring it back. Look at the ball. Hey, everything we do, I'm gonna try to teach y'all to read this. This is the key. Come on.
He's a high, energetic guy, and he keeps everybody up each practice. He's a guy that's going to come out there. He's been there, done that, so we all look up to Dex because he's one of the faces of the program.
Hey, Dom, timeout. Did you hear what he just said? Louis Sky. Come on, look at the formation. That's why we're doing it. Formation recognition. Hey, boys, I see you getting better. I like it. I see you getting better. Let's go, baby. Here we go.
Virginia's defense is the strength of the Cavaliers, and the defensive backfield is the strength of the defense. A talented core results in a high level of competition. Good players pushing one another to become great.
Every day I want to come out there and compete. So I want people to come in with the same mindset as me, like when I came as a freshman. I want to take the person's spot in front of me.
We push each other. I mean, everything is about competition. You may get tired sometimes, you know, you might not feel like doing something, but, you know, we get on each other. Coach told us, don't be afraid to call each other out of love, out of respect for the game.
We have a tight-knit group. That's one thing I keep on telling a lot of people is our group's real tight. We're real close to each other.
The corners, I think, like Rossai and Chase Minifield, you know, they just been in a lot of games, played against a lot of good people.
Chase Minifield's had the opportunity to learn from the best. A coach who played in the NFL, a teammate drafted in the second round, and another who's a first-round prospect.
We played to get better and to improve everybody else, then we're all getting better up and down the depth. So I think it's helping everybody out when you get to compete at a position.
The NFL is nothing new to Chase. His father, Frank Minifield, is a former Pro Bowl defensive back.
I've always been considered to be a pretty good football player growing up back home. So, I mean, I always felt like I was doing pretty well. I wasn't like slacking, and I've always worked hard to try to prove to people that, yeah, I can do this just like my dad did it. And I'm still trying to prove it because he was a good player and he was an all-pro cornerback. And, you know, it's a ways to go, but it's still a goal.
Chase Middlefield steps in front of the pass, and it's Virginia football.
It's the third week of spring football at Virginia. With the playbooks installed, the broad brushstrokes have been painted. Now it's time for the fine art of adding the fine details.
Right to first things first. First things first. Work on the technique. Steps, alignments, assignments.
Punch. That's it, good, all right?
Everybody's out here giving effort, but we need more in order to beat the best.
Fast, fast, rip, no, rip, rip.
SWAT rip, SWAT rip, let's go.
Quickly, 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 quickly. That's it, good work, grab the towel. Keep going, that's it.
Everybody's gotta be on point this drill right here. Speed, speed. Fast, fast.
Hey, try to knock me off this thing, there you go.
Here we go, next two, hurry up, next two, next two.
That's too soft, go back. Do it again.
Pay attention to the drill.
Fast, rip, rip, great violence. Punch, lockout.
Buckle up. We're practicing now. Buckle up your chin strap.
Fly around the field like a bunch of wild men, okay? Who's on three? 1, 2, 3.
Following a week that saw the offense gain the upper hand, the defense would try to take back the practice field by force.
Oh, don't duck your head. Too easy. You got pads on. Too easy. Come on, face him up.
Got pads on. You're not going to hurt him. Hands up. Hands up. You had it blocked.
That's it now. Screen. Try and get their hand up.
There we go. There you go, Cam. Way, get your hands on the ball there.
Come on, Cam. Right there, right there. There you go. Get in here, Tom. Good job. That's a way to set the tempo. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yes, sir. There you go. That's a way to play right there.
Football is a game of give and take. Players must take advantage of every opportunity. Every practice is another chance to prove themselves. But as spring ball draws closer to the end, opportunities dwindle and the intensity escalates.
We're going rapid fire here.
Hey, ball's coming out quick. Ball's coming out quick.
Run, run, run!
That's a little better. Get that ball out. Get the ball in his hands.
That's the tempo right there.
For any school to compete at a national level, they must be able to recruit the best players from their home state. Sophomore running back Perry Jones represents Virginia's re-emphasis on grassroots recruiting and commitment to the ground game.
What's up, 757? All right. 757.
You have to have a different mentality in this type of offense. We're going to run it hard at you, and it's up to you to stop it.
Running the football requires a certain mindset, a trust in teammates, a driving passion, and the desire to impose your will on your opponent.
Perry Jones will definitely be a playmaker. He's not that big of a guy, but he'll hit someone. As a player, he's one of those guys who does things you wouldn't imagine.
That's the way to run the ball there. Way to run the ball. Downhill with authority. Downhill with authority. Let's go.
Hey, running backs, that's the way to press the hole. It's going to be there. Oh, nice job. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Jones won a state title at Oscar Smith High School alongside teammate and All-American receiver Tim Smith. Now they are part of the Cavaliers' future.
There you go, Tim. There you go, Tim. Good job. Quickness, quickness. Where's our X, Tim? Where's our X, Tim?
Oh, that's a fast dude catching the ball right down there. They ain't gonna catch it down the seam, baby.
Eyes on the Y. He's number 1. You're inside out.
like the pass plays themselves, Virginia's receivers have arrived from all routes. Number 14, Matt Snyder, is a former walk-on whose big playability has earned him a roster spot and the chance to compete for playing time.
I walked on, I guess, 3 years ago, and I was just a scared little freshman wide receiver that was playing on the scout team. It's been crazy. It's been my third offense in 3 years.
Matt, you got better. You got better. Keep going. Keep going. Those are tight turns now. We're getting better, Matt. We're getting better.
Anytime you have a chance to win a spot, you just got to go out there and work harder than anybody else.
Man, we got something going. We got something going. That's the way, Matt. That's the way. Hey, it's time to make a play. We make the play.
Boom! Big play, all right. Yes, sir. That's the way to go. Get it. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes!
Whenever you make a big play, you're kind of like, yeah, I just made a little statement. I can make a play. I can be that guy.
Quentin Hunter started spring ball fighting for a spot in the quarterback corps. Now, the gloves are back on, and number 15 is back at receiver.
Look like a whole new different guy, man. Whole new different guy.
Okay, here we go, Quentin. Be quick. Hustle, hustle, Mike.
Break, break, oh!
Faith is the foundation of a team. If players believe in their coaches, anything is possible. As spring ball winds down, Coach London has gained converts and galvanized the locker room.
The coaches are going to do their job. It's up to us to believe that the coaches know what they're doing. As long as we believe them and buy into the system, then I think we'll win a lot of games.
We're going to be a good team, fellas. Just trust me when I tell you that. Because I see it. I just see us on the edge kind of teetering a little bit. There's a lot of things we got to improve on, fellas. If we do that, we'll be a great team. Proud of the effort. Let's keep it up. Trust me, we'll be a great team. I'm a caretaker and I'm a servant because I serve the student athletes in which I'm in charge of and the coaches and their families. I'm a caretaker of this university's reputation in the academic and athletic arenas. But I want everyone to know that I can't do this by myself. I need the help of the fans, the students. I need the help of the community, the administration, coaches, and players. I need the help of everyone.
Effective recruiting sets the foundation for a program's success. Signing top talent is a high-stakes game, and Virginia's coaches will try to sell recruits on the school, the staff, and the opportunities.
When I go into a school, for me, it's not a hard sell. I'm talking about the University of Virginia, okay? We're playing the ACC. We're one of the best academic schools in the country. That's not a hard sell. It's not a hard sell at all.
The thing that, first of all, that we want to make sure everybody knows that we're recruiting is that we at the University of Virginia, in specifics, the football office, are interested in their son as an individual. And the thing that we want to do here when we get kids on campus and what we've done with our football team is we want to develop relationships with them. Not just football relationships, not just academic relationships, but we want to be a mentor of these individual people that we bring on campus.
Our strength right now, I think, is in our people, the type of coaches and people that are around right now. And that I would stack our staff up against any staff in the country about a player not having a better relationship with a head coach and with myself. That if you want to come to a place like this that's already got such a hallowed, valued academic reputation that is in the process of building to win championships and being a part of that. You can go somewhere and get in line to something that's already, going on, or you can come somewhere where you can be a part of a foundation of building something.
I think in certain instances they hear us. What I mean is they have to get to know you. And the way you get to know them is having them on campus, having them around you, watching us practice. But they have to get to know you to see really what kind of person you really are.
When I was being recruited, I had a lot of options to go to different colleges. And my parents always beat in my head academic, and football doesn't last forever, so I just always kept that in the back of my mind. UVA was just a good fit for me because when I came here, I just felt at home.
It feels great just to walk through the coach's office and they want to start a conversation with you. I think more players coming out of high school, they want to have a good relationship with their coach.
But once kids understand that you have their best interests at heart, whether it's UVA, Timbuktu, but you really care about the person and what's best for him, the more that you can relay that to each individual, the better chance you get of getting the kids' attention and them listening to you. So, yeah, I think the better you get to know them, the better they get to know you, the more they're around you, the more they understand what kind of person you really are.
In addition to 9 full-time assistant coaches, the NCAA allows football programs to have 2 coaching graduate assistants. Virginia will also have 2 graduate assistants who will work in the football video department.
We really are trying to get into coaching at a higher level than high school. You really have to do one of these graduate assistantships. It's kind of your rite of passage in order to move up the ranks, and you put in your time just like with anything and then hope to move up from that.
Each of Virginia's GAs are former Cavalier players. Ron Mattis, Gordy Samus, Brennan Schmidt, and Josh Seidenberg.
This is our home, and this means more to us than just another job. We have a lot of heart and soul wrapped up into this place. We're going to do our best to keep the best interests of this place at heart.
At UVA, Ron Mattis was an all-ACC defensive lineman. He switched to the offensive side of the ball during his 8-year NFL career, and he's now Virginia's offensive line coach.
Hopefully we have a run straight downhill, come firing off the ball kind of offense, and the guys are working hard at getting to that point. We have 3 guys back from last year that played. We're putting in 2 new guys in starting role, and they did pretty well during the spring ball. I look forward to them doing well during the season, but we're still a young group, and we're still learning, and we're still growing.
Samus is the other coaching GA, while Seidenberg and Schmidt fill the roles of football video graduate assistants.
I'm more here to learn and just help the coaches. They may need something for their players, and they may have to be dealing with their own guys, what they're going to teach that day in practice or teach them in the meeting. So I'm more getting stuff prepared for that meeting so that it's easier for them to teach the players and coach them.
Video is a huge and integral part of what we do. Basically every week the video will come in. It's all really done by internet now, and the video will come into Luke Goldstein, who's our video director. And we'll basically get almost every game on an opponent, and basically what I'll do is I'll go through and break down almost every game I can as far as kind of just the different things that they're doing. Then I'll help make the cut-ups for the coaches in different categories of things that we're trying to look for, things that kind of can give us advantages, and just trying to figure out what the opponent's going to try to do against us.
Each graduate assistant must take 6 credit hours per semester and maintain progress towards a graduate degree.
Typical day of GA, a long day. Get in around 6:37, get yourself prepared, depending on what you have left over from the day, and then you'll get involved with the meetings and going into what leads up to preparing for practice if you're in season. And then after that, you're breaking down games, you're doing scouting reports, and usually you're going to about 11:30, 12 every night, and then right back the next day. And it's kind of, if you're going with the mindset that it's not going to be like that, I think you're going to be in for a world of hurt. But if you go in the mindset like, I already know I'm getting ready to put in a bunch of hours, so let's just keep my head down and let's just go to it, I think you'll be all right. I think people look at it as this glamorous gig of, I get to be involved with college football, I get to coach, I get to interact with the players, and when really behind the scenes, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort. But I mean, it's a great experience. If you really are passionate and love football, I think you just enjoy any opportunity you get to be around it.
My only dream as a kid growing up was to play college football because my dad played for USC and I loved football. This is the place where my dream came true. My only dream was to play college football. And so to be able to come back here and under the guy who helped me become who I wanted to be and help my dream come true, Mike London, because he was my D-line coach, was just too perfect to me.
Next on Virginia football, the building of a program. The spring game concludes the 4th week of practice.
Got 2 receivers to each side, takes the snap, straight drop back. He's looking downfield, lobs this one near sideline. Hunter makes the catch at the 10-yard line, pushed out of bounds at the 6.
One component of the program that never ends, strength and conditioning. Matt Conrath and Nick Jenkins anchor the defensive line.
And the two of those guys are roommates. It's like Felix and Oscar. I don't know which one's the dirty one, which one's the clean one, but they enjoy each other's company. When they talk, the team listens.
And Terrence Fells-Danzer looks to make an impact in his final 12 games as a Cavalier.
He announced it to the full team in a meeting, and then wheels started turning in my head, and I was like, I played in high school, I can do that job again.